This is goldenrod, a native wildflower that can be found throughout North America. This medicinal herb blooms at the perfect time because a tincture of the flowering stalks can be used for hay fever. Right now, ragweed is in full bloom and people's allergies are going crazy. And I mentioned in the ragweed herb walk that a tincture of ragweed can be used to treat symptoms of hay fever. Well, if you missed harvesting ragweed before it began to bloom, Mama Guy's giving you a second chance to make an herbal remedy with goldenrod. This herb is fairly easy to identify in the season, early in the season, due to alternate leaves, ascending up a thick round stem in what looks like a whirling pattern. As you can sort of see, if you pull the flowers out of the way, how the leaves go up the stem. The leaves are quite rough, and early in the season, as you can see, these ones further down the stem are a little bit larger, 2 to 4 inches. Now that it's getting later in the season, you've just got these smaller leaves up along where the blooms are. And the stalks can get pretty tall. These are 3 to 5 foot mostly, although you can see that one's closer to 6 or even 7 foot. And the flowering heads begin forming mid to late summer, and then they start to open right around the fall equinox. So you can see these are getting ready. This one is just starting to open here, and there's a few others in my garden that have really started to open up. Besides its medicinal qualities, goldenrod is loved by our pollinators. Once the flowers fully open up, you'll see bees, butterflies, and even little beetles, many others jostling for position to get its pollen. And some people mistakenly attribute their fall allergies to goldenrod. However, its pollen is really heavy and thick and sticky, requiring pollinators to transport it. So unlike ragweed pollen, which is really light and moved easily by the breeze, it's very unlikely or really impossible for the goldenrod pollen to be causing your allergies, since it's not airborne. Right now, instead, it's the ragweed, which you can see. Here's one of the ragweeds in bloom. And it has very fine pollen that if you hit up against it, it will knock off, and you'll get it all over you, and you'll even see it in the wind if you have a lot of it around. So don't be afraid of goldenrod. It's not going to cause your allergies. As a matter of fact, it's there to help you through your allergies. Now is the perfect time to be harvesting it for tincture. It's best to do it right before the blooms actually open, which is right about now. So if you don't already have goldenrod growing in your area wild, I encourage you to plant it in your garden.